Okay, this is going to be a little bit of a different video. Um, we'll see how it goes. So just as a bit of context, I'm a creative that's worked in the marketing industry for the last maybe over 6 years now. I am a videographer. I'm a designer. Build websites, graphic design, TV commercials, videos, etc. And I am talking about AI today from the perspective of a expectant father. Our baby is due soon, and I'm just looking at the world and the internet right now and everything going on in the world. And obviously, as a new parent, as an expectant parent, everything's scary. You're always wondering about, this life that we're bringing into the world, the child that we're bringing into the world. How can we give them the best life? And the world currently is just not a great place. So how do we raise a child in this world? I want to talk about AI a little bit because I'm not a researcher. I have no actual evidence for this. This is just what in my brain, seeing things and just putting little pieces and snippets of information together. Just a worry that I have on my mind, and there might be researchers or doctors or whatever out there that can prove me wrong. But after seeing where things are going, how advanced things are getting, and how students, university students, college students, they all use some sort of technology now to assist them in their learning. And most of the time, I would say most of the time, it is just to assist. It might help them tidy up some information that they've written down that's maybe a bit jumbled. It might help them tidy things up. It might help explain some things to them in a little bit more of a more easy to understand format or way. But there are instances of people just getting all of the research together, not ingesting any of that information, and then passing exams or passing things because they've got all of this information, put it all into the right place, formatted it correctly, and put things together, but they haven't actually learned anything from it. And my worry as an expectant dad is how will that affect, as this technology advances, how is that going to affect my child's physical development? Will their brain development be slowed down because they're not actually learning things and ingesting things into their brain? I don't know any of the technical terms, but when you smile at a baby, when you make faces at a baby, their brain actually physically develops from that because things are being triggered and things are being put together and wired up properly, that their brain actually develops. How on earth is creating and learning stuff through not actually learning anything, how is that going to help a child's brain development, physical brain development? How is that going to help? How is that going to do anything? That's not going to improve it. It's certainly not going to improve it. Yeah, they might be able to learn things quicker by using it to assist them in their learning, but using that instead of learning is what some people are doing and what I'm seeing people using it for. And I don't know if I want my child to grow up in a world that does that. Obviously I can't control that. I can take the technology away from them, but I don't really want to do that because this is a world that we live in and that they will live in. They need to know how to use these things. But it's whether they're using it right or not. I don't want my child's development to be slowed or halted because of this technology. And I'm sure there's research out there talking about this kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, real, actual research takes time to come to conclusions, because especially on something like this, the development of a child takes time. And then to put all of the research together, and it takes time to do this sort of thing. That's what I'm trying to say. And so there's nothing at this moment in time that can use evidence to prove that this exists or doesn't exist, or isn't true. I'm just really keen to know what other people think, to be honest. We're on an internet already that is so void of real human connection, with the whole theory of the dead internet, where we're actually just half the time chatting to bots. I don't get how my child is going to grow up in this time and not be physically delayed. I don't know. What do other people think? This has just been a bit more of a rant, really, but really intrigued to see what other people think. Maybe somebody that's got a bit more experience or knows of any research that goes into this. I am just, I'm worried for my child. This is going to be an interesting time. Yeah, drop a comment. Let's get chatting.